Artist Chanelle Blackburn has always been effortlessly creative. From clothing design to photography, jewelry, just to name a few. But this DIY queen keeps most busy as a mother. Let's see how Chanelle balances her two loves, art and family.
Waking up by one of my children making some kind of noise or jumping on the bed or something, and pretty much from the moment we get out of bed it's just like a continuous like sporadic, chaotic adventure. And you know, we do have a little bit of routine. You know, we do breakfast, we do park, we do beach, we do stuff like that, but we mix a little bit of everything in it. And so yeah, I am a stay-at-home mom, and I incorporate, you know, since they're not in school yet, I incorporate a lot of educational games and things like flashcards, and we do mind games, we do puzzles, we do all kinds of stuff. After they sleep is the only time I get free time, so I try to tire them out as much as possible so that at the end of the day they sleep hard, and then I can do some work. I feel like, you know, this is kind of a more self-centered part of your life, you know, where you don't have huge responsibilities and you're just starting out fresh in life. And I think it's important to remember not to dwell on yourself so much, because when you think about what am I missing out on, or what do I want, and you don't think about your kids, that's where you start to get lost and you start to tumble down into a depression. I think if you really focus on your kids and you make them a priority and you prioritize, you know, what's important, like think about what is really important. And for me, it's my kids, and it's focusing on my passion, which is art. And when you focus on the things you love and you don't dwell so much on what you're missing out on, or what you could be doing, or what if, or, you know, then I think you can really be happy. And otherwise you're just going to be upset about everything you're missing out on. Yes, my kids and my art go together very well, because especially my daughter, she loves to watch me, and she'll sit up here, you know, she'll sit right next to me on my work table, and she'll watch me and she'll ask questions. Charlie loves to paint too. They love to create. They have, you know, paintings all over the walls. I love to hang up their art on the wall, and you know, I love that I do something, you know, as a career, I guess, and it's my passion, and I can, you know, make it a part of the family, and that's pretty awesome to me. When I grew up, I was always fascinated with, you know, pretty women, watching Sailor Moon, reading Sailor Moon comics, and so that really jump-started my fascination with just drawing young women. And when I got older, you know, when I saw beautiful women on TV or beautiful models, it just was something that I was so drawn to. So I wanted to take a hands-on approach to it and create these pieces of art that portrayed these women in a way that I saw in my head, in these beautiful landscapes, and taking women from, you know, green screens to these places in nature. And that's where I meshed my love with nature and my admiration for the female portrait. And that was kind of my goal, was to mesh the two together. I don't want girls to look at my art and say, oh my gosh, I want to look like that, I want to be skinny or beautiful. I want them to see, like, I want them to see that they can be this, you know, ethereal you know, beings, because that's how we are. We are all beautiful as women, and I think that we all can access that. Most of my experience with learning how to do my techniques and certain things come from, you know, books. They come from a lot of research on the internet, you know, YouTube videos, tutorials, articles, you know, books I pick up from Barnes & Noble, and but most of it, like 90% of my schooling comes from just simple trial and error. As far as my female portrait work goes, my biggest inspiration is an artist called Alphonse Mucha, and that's actually his work right there. He is one of the giants who was part of the whole upbringing of Art Nouveau, which is this style right here, and Art Nouveau basically it means new art, and yeah, so with my female portraits it's definitely Alphonse and a lot of other artists. And there's a lot of illustrative work that I'm doing. I've got a couple of prints and posters that I have in mind that involve watercolor and a lot of acrylic work, abstract work. I want to create, you know, textile designs and kind of me and my husband have this project that I don't want to talk about yet, but we have this big project that we have in store planned that involves some dye techniques. Children's book. I have like 2 or 3 designs that I have in mind. Bringing my work into like the family aspect, I think it's really cool. I mean, I've loved doing, you know, creating portraits of beautiful women, and you know, a lot of my business has gone to, you know, younger people, people my age, you know, but I think it would be cool if I could expand that and bring it to, you know, more mothers, you know, because we're all looking for, you know, cool little books or products or whatever to bring our kids, and I'm not trying to make it completely, you know, business minded, but I do like, you know, having that business idea of expanding to parents and stuff like that.
Continue to follow Chanelle's story on her Instagram or read about her family's journeys on her blog. All links are below, including her email, because I know you all need some gorgeous art in your life. People with passion. TheLahainasoul TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.